Welcome back to the session on Latex. In the previous section, we have learned how to work online on Overleaf and have created our first Latex document. In this session, we will learn how to organize our content into different sections, subsections, paragraph, etc. Then we will explore the new term called packages and learn to set paper size and margins. And then we will learn how to customize the headers and footers, change the page numbering, style, and reset the page number. So let's start with the section. As we all know, section help us to classify the content in our document. And it is associated with a document class. So there are the sectioning commands like for the chapter you need to use \chapter, for the section \section, same for the subsection, subsections, part, paragraph and subparagraphs. One thing I need to highlight that the command chapter is only used when you are using a document class, book and report. Now let us switch to Overleaf. Here I have already write the command. Basically these are the by default commands in the Overleaf. Now let us add some sections and subsections. This is the first section, introduction. Let us include more sections. And let's say the name is details. Section analysis section optimization. Now let us add the subsection within a section of introduction parameter. Now let's recompile. After the recompilation, we have seen that there are all sections. First is introduction, second is the details, third is analysis, fourth is optimization. And within the section of introduction, there is one subsection, 1.1 parameters. Now there is one feature which I want to highlight over here, known as the collapse feature, where you can collapse and expand particular section. For example, let's consider the section introduction, and before this, here is the fold line. As you click, the complete section of introduction get collapsed, and again as I re-click, it will be unfold, it will expand. So this way you can collapse and expand a particular section. Now suppose you want to rearrange the section, like I want the section analysis should appear at the beginning. So what I'll do, I'll just copy, cut from here and I just paste at the beginning. Now recompile. Here you can see the analysis section appear at the beginning. This will be the first section. and you can see the numbering is also rearranged. So this way you can arrange and rearrange the section, and you can also include the collapse option if you wish to see the sections to expand and to. Now let's add some paragraph in the section. So basically I'm just copy paste from the Wikipedia about what is Latex. So I just copy these lines. Now recompile. So the paragraph appears within the section of analysis. Now let us add a command paragraph and recompile. Now you can see the paragraph gets intended. Earlier it was not. So by using this command, you can also intend your paragraph as per your requirement. Now let's add another command, chapter. Let's say we are adding chapter with the name overview. So let's see whether it will going to recompile or not. As you've seen, as soon as I hit the recompile button, there is a log error appear over here, and there is an this command marked with the red color, and it is written it is the undefined control sequence. Why it is happened? We all know that chapter belongs to a document class book and report. Here we are using in a document class article. So in order to incorporate the chapter, we need to change the document class either book or report. So let's take the document class book, and now again we will recompile and see what happened. So here you can see this is the first page of the book, the second page is empty, and here is come now chapter 1 with overview, and these are the sections, subsections along with the details. So now let's switch back to article. And I have to delete this command chapter overview. So there are two ways to delete. One is just simply select and delete, and another one is you just put the percentage sign to tell that we don't want to use this command, so this appears gray, and let's recompile and see. So here you can see the document again appear in form of an article. So basically up till now we have learned how to add this particular comment and how to comment out. Just simply if you remove the percentage sign, it will comment out, and this command will again become functioning. So coming back to this article, since I have taken this paragraph from the Wikipedia, so the author, let's say I want to write the author is Wikipedia. and it is arranged by me. So I just writing my name as in second author, and we will recompile. So here you can see here is Wikipedia and thesis. Now I want that my name will appear in the next line. Instead of continuation, I want it to appear in the next line. We will use simple double backslash. So here you can see my name appear in the second line. So this way you can add up the name. Now we will understand how to create a table of content. For that the command is backslash table of content, and this command has to be placed at the beginning of the document just after the make title command. So you just need to add table table of content and recompile. So here you can see the content appears. The first is the analysis introduction with the subsection of parameter detail optimization, and they all are at page number 1. Now what I'll do, let's change the document class and see how the table of content seems to be appear. Let's change the article to the book and see. This is the first page. Here you can see that the content starts with the numbering 0 instead of 1. So why it's happened? Because basically book starts from chapter. If you don't write the chapter, it will consider the very first section to start with 0. So if I want that my content will start with the numbering 1, so I need to include the chapter. For that, I just uncomment this, remove the sign, recompile. So you can see here, start with the overview with the numbering 1. And here comes the chapter with the sections, and the numbering starts from 1. So by this way, you can include the sections, subsections in your article, in your document, and how to change the table of content, how to include the table of content in the document you can do. Now, the next part is understanding the packages, page size and margin. So, we know that Latex helps us to typeset the document in the way you want using a document class, but sometimes we do need a facility of extending and using a package feature to provide additional formatting feature. So, packages contain the extra definition that provide the additional formatting feature. And in order to load a package, the syntax used is \use package, and here you have to write the name of the package. There are so many packages available, and make sure that it has to be mentioned just before the beginning of the document. You must be aware of that there are different paper size and margin like A4 paper, letter paper, legal paper, executive paper, etc. And there are different page format, 1 column, 2 column. So to set the paper size and margin, we use a geometry package, and for that the syntax is \use package. Here we have to specify the paper, that is the, for example here I have written A4 paper, and similarly for the margin I have to mention my specification. Now let's switch to the overleaf. Now let us first change the document class to article. Then we will comment this chapter command, and now let me just copy paste this content in all the sections which we have created. Recompile. Where you can see all the paragraphs appears within the section subsection. Now let us use the package geometry to set the paper size first and then margin. So for that we need to use the command \use package and make sure it has to be added before the beginning of the document. So use package, I will define here geometry, and then let's say I need A4 paper. Recompile. So here you can see this is the A4 size. So this is the A4 paper size. Now let's say I need A3 paper size. So this is A3 paper size, and now if I want A5 we can simply change. So again now this is the A5 paper size. Now if I want to include the margin and I want the overall margin of my document should be 1 inch. So I just put margin is equal to 1 in. In represent the inches. Recompile. So here the overall margin is 1 inch. Now I want my margin from the left and right should be different. Let's say the left is 1 inch and right will be 2.5 inch. Recompile. So here you can see that the left margin is 1 inch and the right is 2 inch. Now if I want my margin in all the dimensions should be different, like on the bottom is different, on the top is different. So I will use just simply put top requirement, let's say 0.5, bottom let's say 1.6 inch. Let me change the standard paper size for the better visibility. So here you can see the top is 0.5, the left one is 1, right side is 2 inches and the bottom is 1.6. So this way we can set the page size, margin, and if we want to set the different margin, this is how we can set. Now let us consider a two-sided document which is present in the book. And you know in the book that the margin are different. That is, they are different. There is the inner margin and outer margin, and on the even and odd pages the margin are different because during the binding we want the content will not get cut. So let us change the document class again to book and let's set the outer and inner margin. Here you can see the here the margin, the this is the inner margin for the first page, that is the odd page, is 2.5 inch and the outer margin is 1 inch. And for the even page, this is become reverse. The outer margin is 1 inch and the inner margin is 2.5 inch. So this is how you can set the page size, margin, change the different margin, and in terms of the two-sided document, how you can include the inner and outer margin. This is all about this session. See you in the next session. Thank you.